Om Sri Sai Ram. Premavahini Chapter 65. Help ever, hurt never. Everyone should so lead life that no pain is caused to any living thing. That is their supreme duty. Also, it is the prime duty of everyone who has had the chance of this human birth to spare a part of their energies occasionally to prayer, repetition of the Lord's name, meditation, etc. Everyone must equate living with truth, righteousness, peacefulness, and good works that are of service to others. One must be as afraid of doing acts that are harmful to others or deeds that are sinful as one is now afraid to touch fire or disturb a cobra. One must have as much attachment and steadfastness in carrying out good works, in making others happy, and in worshipping the Lord as the one now has in accumulating gold and riches. This is the dharma of humans. Jai Sai Ram. Om Sri Sai Ram. Premavahini Chapter 66. The Lord incarnates to promote goodness and universality. The Lord incarnates Himself in human form in order to strengthen this type of goodness. But the question may arise, how can a non-existent thing be strengthened and developed? Indeed, these qualities are not non-existence. They are there in everyone. When these qualities decline and wither, the Lord comes with the purpose of promoting them and bringing about the decline of the forces that work in the opposite direction. It is to make clear this purpose that Krishna in the Dwapara era Yuga, while teaching Arjuna, said, all incarnations of the Lord are for the protection and promotion of holy seekers. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samasthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. The word seeker, sadhu, does not refer to any single region, caste, family, stage of life, community, or even any single species like the human. It refers to all religions, all stages of life, all races, and all creatures. The Lord revealed His universal mind in the Gita. It is because of this universal message that the Gita has become so essential and so famous. Why Krishna Himself has declared in plenty of situations and places that He is the dutiful servant of His devotees. An example of this is accepting to be charioteer of Arjuna. If the culture of the ordinary person results in such elevation, each one can judge for himself how much more purified and holy would be the character of those who are engaged in spiritual exercise and the incessant contemplation of God. For both these types of people, the quality of their character is the important criterion. Jai Sai Ram. Premavahini Chapter 67. Follow the sages of yore in contemplation of Brahman. There is a great difference between those established in God contemplation, Brahma, Nishat, in the past and today's contemplation of Brahman. First, it is necessary to grasp the greatness of contemplation of Brahman. In the past, this greatness was realized and holy people were immersed in experiencing holiness. It is because this has not been done by present day holy people that poverty has come upon us. The question may arise, why such Holy feelings don't arise now, but they are not absent. For fire to increase or decrease, fuel is the only cause. There is no other reason. The more the fuel, the more the illumination. In all humanity, every individual has the undisputed right to feed their fire with fuel. By its very nature, fire has the power to give light, but it needs fuel. The fuel of renunciation, peacefulness, truth, mercifulness, forbearance, and selfish service has to be constantly placed in the fire of the intellect, buddhi, of the spiritual aspirant. The fire that emanates the light of wisdom, the more spiritual seekers do this, the more efficacious and effulgent they can become. Only trees growing on fertile soil can yield good fruits. Those growing on saline soils will be poor. So also only in unsullied hearts can holy feelings, power and gifts shines in splendor. The present day contemplators, Brahma Nishad, practice the same meditation and the same Om Pranava as their namesakes in the past. The difference between them arises in the decline in self control as far as the field of spiritual discipline is concerned. When the number of great souls, Mahapurushas, who engage themselves in unflinching meditation of God in solitary places is declined, much suffering descended on the world. Those who exist today are damaging their contemplation on God by arranging for the accumulation of obstacles for carrying out their spiritual practices, by getting enslaved to mean praise and fame, by becoming entangled in delusion, and by restlessly endeavoring to earn glory and to expand the institutions they have found. Jai Sai Ram.